Hi, I'm Danielle Wampler, and I am the Institutional Development Officer at JTEC. So I work with our employers and manufacturer partners to develop relationships that will enhance the school, both for our education purposes and for employment purposes. So George Moore, or Justin, got involved early on, even before I was here. And he worked with our previous career services director and saw there was a need and wanted to start hiring students while they were still in school. The best way to fill the skills gap is to hire students while they're here and have them have hands-on work experience that matches up with the education that they're getting. Forward-thinking employers like Justin do that, and then they take them all the way through their 21-month journey, and by then they're tattooed with George Moore and they're ready to move into a permanent position. This is an occupational associate's degree, so they are getting not only hands-on, but they're getting applied sciences for math and English and writing, because every employer wants a full person, well-rounded. And so some of those things they don't always like, but they know in the long run it's going to pay off for them. And I think when they see the tool set, it gives them that excitement. They're going to be using that in the real workplace. So it's an incentive, and it ties right back with employers wanting to partner with us to hire them so that they can see that those tools don't make the tech. They help make the tech. We're growing them, and the employer's helping to grow them so that they'll be ready to go into the workplace. We are happy to share that in 2019, we had an 86% placement rate, and in 2020, the magic year that we've all endured, we had an 86% placement rate. So that goes to show the need. So the timeline represents a family foundation called Compass Rose, and it starts in 1918 with our current president's great-great-grandmother starting here in Jacksonville. She started teaching inside of her home. That was really the first education process for women, and it has grown. And the foundation has run numerous schools throughout the state of Florida. Some they've owned, some they've managed. And they came back to Jacksonville. This is a hub for transportation and logistics. They saw a need for this area of growth for anything automotive, diesel, commercial truck driving, and that's how they started this program.
My name is Nick Muscatello. I am the communications coordinator here at JTEC. I know that the technician shortage is here, so if they work alongside us, we'll obviously try and get them some of the best techs that we can give. But on their side, just being here to speak with students, presentations, any type of demonstrations for students that are new to the programs. Being able to see what they do in the shops every day, I think is important, because that'll translate to them, and while they're learning it here at JTEC, they'll be able to be ahead of the game a little bit in terms of once they get into a shop.
Hello, my name is Buddy Key. I work here at JTEC. I serve as the Career Services Coordinator. One of the things that I love about JTEC is our flexibility in our schedules. A student can come in and go to school all day from 7:30 to 4:30 on Monday, Tuesday, and then they'll have one class on Wednesday. Or they can come in and have that one class on Wednesday and go into school all day Thursday and all day Friday. And then we have a third rotation, and that is a night class. Those students come from 6 o'clock to 10:30, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And those students, they do very well even at night. Most of those will work full time during the day. One of the things, several things I love working with George Moore Chevrolet is when you walk in there, you feel like you're at home. You really do. Scotty's going to make you laugh. He's going to cut up with you and everything like that. But as we walk through the shop and see some things there, it is really cool to see faces that we recognize because of several of our students being there. But everyone there, from the time you walk in the sales area to the parts area, through the shop and around, everybody has a friendly atmosphere. And that's one thing I look for specifically. I look for culture, because I want to know the culture of that shop. I want to know the culture of whatever business it is. I want to understand that culture completely, because I have to match up the culture of a student and what they're used to and what they can adapt to versus the culture that may be there. And so George Moore Chevrolet, it is a great place. to work at. I hear our students staying there. They love to go to work there. They love the way it's laid out. They love some of the incentives that are now in place. That's huge. They'll do so many modules on a computer and things like that. So there's opportunity, and that's big, especially when you're in school. You're studying, you're in school, you're working, and be honest with you, being a technician can be a very tiring job. And because of that, when we see employers that are willing to create incentives to encourage that student, yes, it's a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, but it really increases them, helps us to have retention of our students, which also helps our employers to have retention of employees. And the last time I've looked, that's one big thing we want to keep doing, because it's cheaper, less expensive for us to keep a student, less expensive for our employer to keep a student than having to rehire, retrain, and do all that HR work that we don't like to do if we don't have to. So we love George Moore, and it's a great place to visit.